Hi, it's Nancy, and today I'm going to talk about Zillow. And 2 days ago, Zillow came out with the announcement of something they said they'd never do, which is go into the real estate brokerage business. So here we go on another ride. So first they become iBuyers. iBuyers are companies that go in and buy homes, fix them up a little bit, and resell them, supposedly for a profit, right? So somebody who would sell their home to Zillow, and now Zillow is going to be a broker. Where's the fiduciary with Zillow? It's the stockholders, right? They have to make a profit. Well, in their iBuyer business last year, they actually lost $300 billion. So now they have to go be brokerage companies and take money out of the pockets of realtors maybe to pay for their $3 billion loss because it didn't work the way they thought it was going to. So iBuyers, because Zillow's not the only buyer. As a matter of fact, they weren't the largest iBuyer last year. It was actually Open Door, who did $8 billion in sales as an iBuyer last year. I wonder how much money they lost. Probably even more than that. So Zillow did about 1.365 billion in sales and lost 300 million. So now they're going into the real estate brokerage business. And interestingly enough, they're going to pay their real estate agents salaries. And I think it was Redfin that tried this, and it didn't work well for Redfin, so now Zillow's going to try it. So all that money they collect from realtors for leads, they're turning around and reinvesting in another way. But what I really worry about, not just the realtors, because good realtors in any market are going to survive quite well. If you find the right ways of getting business besides Zillow, if you work on your prospecting and your past client base and all the other things that you can do, you don't need Zillow. So let's just get rid of Zillow. Let's not give them any more money. But anyway, what's going to happen now? So now Zillow is actually competing with the realtors that are paying them all that money to buy their own leads back on their own listings. Couldn't have seen that coming years ago. So anyway, it's interesting to watch, and some realtors are going to get all upset and lose a lot of sleep over it and be scared to death they're going out of business. Listen, if you're doing the right things every day in real estate, you're never going to go out of business unless you want to. So let's do the things that we don't have to pay over $100 a lead for, because that's about what it's costing on Zillow now, is about $100 a lead, I think. So let's do something else. But I'd love your opinion in the comments below of what you think is going to happen next, or how you feel about a company that came into existence, a publicly owned company, went really big, got their information from your listings, digital media company, sold you back leads, charged you a fortune. Now they're going to go compete with you as brokers. And they say they're not. But they are. I mean, they said they weren't going to be in the real estate business, and they are. So many things that they said before that they weren't going to do, they did, and they're doing. So why would you believe anything else that they say that they're not going to do? Because their intention is to make a profit for the shareholders in the public company, right? So if they go to list a seller's home, how are they going to represent them as an agent looking after that seller, that owner of that home? Don't they want to buy that for less money and then turn around and sell it for more money and keep the profit for themselves? And the reason one of the reasons they're opening their own brokerage is because they want part of your commission, because they weren't making enough money. They were losing $300 billion by having you handle the transaction. Their words are that it's going to create a smoother experience for the customer. So they're going to be much smoother about taking the money out of the seller's pocket too now, because that was the money that you were going to make listing and selling that house. Why do we keep paying Zillow? Let's not do that anymore. You know, if that's your way of doing business, let me help you find a better one that doesn't cost as much, and that the person who, your feeding isn't going to bite your hand. Okay? Let's do that. So I'd love your opinion on this. Thank you for listening and have a great day.